Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, That Model Railway Guy, and welcome to another update from Rapido UK today. It's been a few months since I last visited their offices, and there's been a lot of progress on several new models and some new announcements too. So yeah, there's plenty of exciting stuff to see in today's video. Before we take a look though, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like model railway content, whether that's keeping up with news on the latest models like today's video. There's tutorials, reviews, even full layout builds as well, so there really is something for everyone here. So yeah, do click that button down below and let's see what Rapido have in store for us today. So naturally I had to start off with the E1 decorated samples in action, as I think this is what a lot of you have been waiting to see. The E1 was one of the first models I filmed for Rapido when I started making videos for them. In fact, the initial running samples arrived on the first day I was in the office. They've gone through several improvements since then, but the decorated samples really are looking stunning, with a nice variety of liveries to choose from. You may also notice that behind the improved engine green model here are the latest Evolution coach samples. These comprise of the all first and full brake carriages that were added to the run due to an outpouring of demand. And much like the original Evolution samples, these are looking equally fantastic. The E1 has taken a while to get to this stage, originally being announced by Model Rail back in 2018, before being fully taken on by Rapido UK a few years ago. But those eagerly awaiting the model will certainly be pleased to see this latest progress, with the knowledge that the end is now in sight. There was also the LB&SCR Goods Green version available too, which had the DCC Sound decoder fitted to it. We actually filmed a full video running through the whole range of sounds on the E1, so stay tuned for that video coming very soon on the official Rapido YouTube channel. The order book is now closed for these models and they're all sold out on Rapido's website. However, you may still be able to get in a pre-order for some liveries at the retailers, and I'll make sure there are links to everything in this video in the description below. Something for the N Gauge modelers now, we have a running sample of the Class 44 diesel with the DCC Sound profile now finalised. One of the really nice things about this model are the lights you can see here as the Class 44 heads towards the camera. In addition to this, you also get control of the red tail lights too, so even with this being a smaller scale, Rapido have still managed to pack plenty of functions into this model. And eagle-eyed viewers may notice the N Gauge Dynamometer Car hooked up behind the Class 44 too. I believe this is the first time the running samples of this coach have been shown, and just like its 00 gauge counterpart, you can see that this model has interior lighting, which of course can be switched on and off using the magnetic wand. Again, it's great to see progress being made on this, and I have to say it was running really smoothly behind the Class 44. Back to 00 gauge now, although this loco is so small that you'd be forgiven for thinking otherwise. It's the port of Par Bagnalls. Amazingly, this loco does have space inside for a speaker, and the sound profile has also recently been completed. Considering the small size, the sound is actually really good. It's got a decent volume to it, and the quality isn't tinny or weak at all. And it's not just a speaker Rapido have managed to fit to this model either. For a tiny shunting loco with a small wheelbase, a keep alive can be very handy. So after a lot of work, the team have managed to fit one in the model, making it just about capable of doing this. It's not only the Port of Par twins that have been fitted with a keep alive, in fact the 040 Fireless loco has one too. And again, this is another sound profile that has recently been completed by Rapido. Since the Fireless loco isn't your typical steam engine, the sound file isn't exactly run-of-the-mill either. For example, rather than a whistle, these locos were usually fitted with bells. Again, we filmed full videos of both this and the Bagnall demonstrating all the sounds, so keep an eye out for those in the future. While so far we've focused on running samples of sound-fitted models, not every project is so far progressed. For example, we have the Caledonian Single No.123, which was announced right at the start of this year. This is a 3D print of the CAD to give you a rough idea of how the finished model will look in the real world, and you can see it's looking absolutely stunning. Also looking stunning is the GWR County, another recent loco announcement from Rapido, and this one is certain to further their popularity with the Great Western modelers out there. Again, the 3D print shows the proportions of the model look great, and it's going to be really interesting to see both of these locos develop from this point right through to the finished product. Back to small 040 engines though, it's time for something very different now with Ivor The Engine. This cute little loco has captured the hearts and minds of modelers everywhere since Rapido announced their intention to bring Ivor from the world of 2D animation to an actual working 3-dimensional model. As you can see, we've also got the first samples of the rolling stock to go with Ivor too, and again these are all looking fantastic. Rapido really have gone all out with this project and are releasing enough to create a full Ivor the Engine themed layout, with not just the loco and rolling stock, but also buildings and figures too. If you want to know more about this project and everything that Rapido are doing with Ivor the Engine, you should definitely check out the interview I did with Andy Hardy last year where we talked about this in real depth. The samples are running really well though, and you'll notice that Ivor himself has a nice amount of die-cast metal, giving us a lot of extra weight for such a small model. And finally, there's one last major thing to take a look at. As you'll be aware, a lot of these videos look quite similar when we're using the Rapido test track layouts. But being a team made up of railway modelers, naturally they wanted something a bit more visually interesting. So, introducing the all-new Rapido office layout, which I'm told is unofficially being referred to as 3 bridges. Currently, the baseboards have been assembled and the full-size track plan has been laid out on these, giving us a really good idea of what the different areas of this layout have to offer. Designed by Steve over at Neville Grove, the plan has been created with filming and photography in mind, with a wide variety of interesting scenes linking seamlessly together that will look superb on camera. Featuring 2 stations, a loco MPD, the embankment with an incline to transition between the 2 levels, plus a reversing loop and tunnels, there really is a lot to look forward to with this layout. Personally, I'm very excited to see this progress over the coming months. It'll be great to be able to film locos and rolling stock on this layout in the future, and hopefully it'll make the videos I do for Rapido look a lot more interesting too. By the time you see this video, track laying may have even begun, and like I said, I'll try to cover the progress of this layout each time I visit, so that you guys can all follow along with how they're getting on. That is everything we're going to take a look at today though. As always, a big thank you to Rapido UK for giving me access to all their upcoming models and letting me share this here with you guys. Like I said, be sure to check out their own official channel for more in-depth videos on each model coming very soon. This has very much been the highlights reel, but if there's a particular project you're interested in, then the odds are we've got a standalone video of it on the way, as soon as I've finished editing them of course. And if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button too. There's loads more content like this on the channel, and whether you're a complete beginner or a more seasoned modeler, there really is something for everyone to enjoy. That's it for today though. Let me know down in the comments what project you're most looking forward to from Rapido. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!